Back in the year 2000, when I was young, single, and good looking. Now I'm young, married, and good looking. Anyway, the Michigan State Spartans defeated the Florida Gators. Here's Mateen Cleaves hugging Charlie Bell. These guys actually played on the floor. The floor that they're on, I have two sections of it, 4x8 sections, that I'm going to make a table with. Anyway, these guys physically stepped on this floor that I'm about to make this table with. Awesome to think about. Here are the boards I cut, and I am going to attempt to make a work table. This is a piece of flooring off of Michigan State's 2000 win basketball court. It's 4x8. Trying to make a table out of it. Okay, here is my table. And I'm going to put a shelf on it. But it's turning out nicely. Turned out very nice. Well, this floor has, which is my table now, has a little bit of the stuff, the varnish coming up. So I'm scraping it, going to sand it, and then re-urethane it. Well, there she is, all sanded up. Didn't want to touch my green line because it looks like they may have painted that on top of the urethane. So anyway, she's all sanded, and now I'm going to wipe off the dust and get her polyurethane. Well, I'm going to try to water base stuff. It's Minwax polyacrylic something. Anywho, I'm going to try that water-based stuff and see how that does. I've never tried it before. It's milky, but they say it dries clear.
I'm out. I'm trying to do this. I pulled on the camera. It's good for you.
Okay, this is after the first coat has dried, so I'm going to sand it, do a light sanding, and put some more on there. Once again, boys and girls, I'm going overboard. I'm putting trim around here, and this is my first time working with wood, and it's actually turned out pretty good. See, this Michigan State flooring is got some stuff on it because it really is a piece of the floor from right from the gymnasium. So I'm putting some little accent pieces in here to make the trim fit, and then I'm going to put a piece of trim around there, and the trim is going to look like that. Okay, there's a trim on there, and the table's not even done yet, and look what the mess I've got on it. Good gravy. Anyway, they say measure twice and cut once. Well, who are they to tell me? I knew I wanted some 45s on this trim, and you can see right there I put a 45 on it. Makes it pretty good. On this side here, one board, that measure twice thing. Yeah, this is why you got to measure twice. But these flaws are I'm gonna fix on this trim. But it's a nice little piece of trim I stuck around there. There's a lot of imperfections in it, so I've had to work with it. Now here's the measure twice thing. This should have been 2 boards, but I had to, on this side, which is the back side of it, had to put 3 boards because I cut it too short twice. So anywho's, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to fill in that. It's going to get painted here. So I'll fill it in and show you what it's going to look like. This is my secret weapon. I'm going to use some wood filler and caulk and smooth out my imperfections and paint this up. See if we can make it look good. Well, in this hole, I'm going to try this wood filler. So that's a pretty good little hole there. Okay, I got the wood trim all plastic wooded up, and I do have it sanded down. I sanded this again, sucked up all the dust with a vacuum, and now I'm going to paint it. Well, this is the finished table, and guys, I have to tell you, I'm pretty proud of myself. I've never built anything before like this, and it turned out really well. You can see I'm already storing stuff down here. I'm trying to clean up this workshop here, so at least this will give me some more storage, and now I'll have a work surface to get some projects done. As far as that hack job I did on the corner, you can see that you really can't tell once you get it sanded up with that body filler or wood putty and fill. Guys, it turned out really good. I sanded it a little bit. You can see there are some flaws. This is where they painted it for the Michigan State, but I left those there. There's some shoe scuffs that I left in there because these guys, there's some more shoe scuffs, but I wanted that to stay on there because this is a basketball floor. I mean, Mateen Cleave's feet were on there. Charlie Bell's feet, you know. Mike Chappelle. Their feet played right on this surface. And so I wanted to preserve some of that. Anyway, put some casters on it so I could roll it around. And it's 4x8. This is a big table, guys. But so far, I'm really proud. And guys, the reason I get so proud is I've never done any of this stuff before. And it really shocks me when it turns out pretty decent. One thing I will say, carpenters already know this, but when you're dealing with 2x4s, there's a crown in them. And so, and there's twist in it, the wood's not perfect. So I had to do a little bit of manipulation of the wood once it, even though I measured it right, to get the frames to go in there. These are all 2x4s. On the legs there, I just put a supporting brace here. And I didn't come up with any of this stuff myself, guys. This was a YouTube guy that had made a table out of a 4x8 sheet of plywood. So I just copied him. He used 4x4s, I used 2x4s. And just doubled them up to make them 4x4s. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm very proud of this, and you'll see it in a lot of my videos, hopefully. Bye-bye.